So we have reached the end of the road of my investigation into the murders of Ted Lane, Wendy Davis, and Percy Wolfe leading up to the events of Alan Wake 2. I want to thank Epic Games for sponsoring this video and for trusting in me to put the pieces of this puzzle together in order to kick off the amazing story of Alan Wake 2. I typed up my final report and I've sent my findings over to my contact at the Federal Branch of Inspection. And although I was informed that I'd be receiving no more boxes pertaining to the case, one final box did show up on my doorstep, and it's covered in symbols which match the same ones found on the cipher of the Oh Dear Diner menu. So I'm not exactly sure why it was sent to me, but we will take a look inside in just a moment. If you've been following my channel for the past few weeks and have had a chance to play Alan Wake 2, out now for Xbox, PlayStation, and PC, then you'll have noticed that it was my expert investigative skills into the murders of Ted Lane, Wendy Davis, and Percy Wolfe that greenlit the Federal Branch of Inspection into sending Saga Anderson to Bright Falls to find out exactly what's going on in that town and to finally bring closure into the trail of dead bodies that keep turning up. So I just wanted to say, you're welcome. Because had I not put in the countless hours connecting the dots to all these cases, the events of Alan Wake 2 would have never taken place. At least that's what I tell myself. Before I was able to submit my final report, there was still one more clue that I had to look into, and that was the cipher on the Oh Dear Diner menu. When my contact said that no more boxes of evidence were going to be sent to me, I had no choice but to meticulously go back over everything I already had in order to find the answer. So I decided to take the black light that was sent to me way back in the first week and literally go over every single item that I had. The black light revealed a hidden message on one of the newspaper clippings in Wendy's file that stated, "The key is the key." So I immediately grabbed the car key with the Oh Dear Diner tag on it and ran the black light over that, which revealed some arrows indicating that the remote of the key needed to be opened up. And after cracking it open, I found exactly what I was looking for: the code for the cipher. And once I translated the symbols on the menu, it translated to "Take heart, rookie." Now, at first I was a little confused, but two things came to mind when I heard that message. First of all, the message was clearly directed towards me because everybody at the Federal Branch of Inspection calls me rookie. So whoever is leaving these clues for me has some sort of connection with the FBI. The other thing is that two of the victims had their hearts removed, Wendy Davis and Percy Wolfe, but not Ted Lane, which at the time I didn't think too much about other than he was the lucky one. He was the one who didn't have his organs removed. The removal of victims' hearts tends to be tied to cult-like behavior, as if these victims are not just being murdered, but rather sacrificed. And if that were the case, we'd be dealing with a group of multiple suspects rather than just one person. Not to mention that the person on the voice recorder had said that they had gotten mysteriously stuck in Cauldron Lake and couldn't move, and at that moment, it immediately turned from day to night. There's almost something supernatural happening around that lake, and I believe this cult has something to do with it. A photo of a deer mask was slipped into the first box I had received, and at the time it didn't make much sense to me. But my guess is that these cult members possibly wear these deer masks as some sort of ritual, or at the very least, a way to hide their identity. The area of Bright Falls has a large obsession with deer, from the names of buildings to the fact that they literally have an event called Deer Fest every year. If the murders keep happening around the same area, then it can be assumed that some of these cult members could possibly be very prominent members of the Bright Falls community, especially if some of those members are hunters who have experience in gutting deer, a skill that could come in quite handy when carving out the hearts of their victims. Which is why I believe that Ted Lane was no victim at all, but instead a member of the cult himself. Ted went missing while on a hunting trip with one of his friends during Deer Fest, but perhaps they weren't hunting deer at all, but instead they were hunting people. I believe that Ted was killed in action when he and his friend were trying to kidnap another victim, but that victim fought back, trying to escape, getting a hold of Ted's knife and stabbing him in the process. Ted's friend, not sure what to do, used the same straps that they used on their victims to drag Ted's body to a shallow grave rather than taking him to a hospital, which would alert the police of the activity of the cult. This also lines up with Saga's investigation in Alan Wake 2, where a hunting knife was used to carve out the heart of a new victim by the name of Robert Nightingale. A murder that took place after my investigation, but before Saga arrived in Bright Falls. My assumption in these murders involving a deer mask wearing cult were also correct, as eyewitness accounts of the Nightingale murder saw this group firsthand.
Deer masks, like some kind of satanic cult.
The name of this group is the Cult of the Tree, but that's where my investigation ends and yours begins. Who's a part of this cult? What is their purpose for sacrificing their victims and tearing their hearts out? And as far as supernatural occurrences go surrounding the cult and the lake, you're gonna have your hands pretty full with this because these bodies don't stay dead for very long.
Show me the clicker.
Take control of this case as you play as Saga Anderson, unraveling the mysteries of Bright Falls, Cauldron Lake, and the cult of the tree. But most importantly, stay out of the dark. Now let's see what's in the box. Ugh! No way. This is not good. Oh no. Oh, that's actually really creepy. I guess I'm part of the cult now. I didn't ask for this. I didn't ask for this. Also, nice. An Oh Dear Diner thermos. That's actually really cool. I didn't know I was getting any of this. And again, if this box is from the cult of the tree and they're sending me a mug for the Oh Dear Diner, I'm telling you, they've got to be prominent members of that community. Perhaps even the owners of the Oh Dear Diner are involved. In this little tiny box, it's a medallion for the cult of the tree. According to the cipher, this is the number 7. I now speak fluent cult of tree. Greetings from Cauldron Lake. The postcard reads, "You did it. You linked all the murders. The borough didn't have the heart, but now they're coming. All thanks to you. They have to come now. And you're invited too. Soon, all will be out in the open. No more hiding." So if all of the clues that were given to me along the way, the hidden messages, the cipher, the deer photo, were actually put in place by the cult of the tree, they wanted me to link these murders together because they knew the federal branch of inspection would send agents out there. It seems like this is all part of their plan, and I'm invited too. We have one final item. Is this a body bag? Oh man. It's a raincoat. And also special thank you to Cult of the Tree for sending me this amazing raincoat, complete with the Alan Wake logo on it. Do they want me to wear this with the deer mask? So if this box was sent by the members of the Cult of the Tree, is this some sort of initiation? Are they trying to lure me into the cult? They did send me this pretty sweet gift box, and the FBI never sent me any free stuff. Then again, they are murderers.
But you know what they say, if you can't beat them, join them.
We are the cult of the tree. Watch in the light.